Hey Haussmaniacs, Haas is here again with Moon Knight Madness. It's early in the morning. I just watched episode 5. Not a lot to go into this week, so I guess I won't hold you hostage for too long. That said, spoiler alert for Moon Knight episode 5, and I was right. Moon Knight's dead. Mark Spector and Stephen Grant are dead. They're in the insane asylum, so we get a lot of backstory. Well, they're not in the insane asylum, they're in the afterlife, as I predicted. I was wrong about absolutely everything else. So far, no civil war between the gods, no George Clooney showing up as Frenchie. No Jake Lockley even. And there's only one episode left, and I don't know how much of that's coming. I feel like Jake Lockley maybe it's just a setup for season 2 now. Just changed my mind just now, because I was going to say next episode, but no. Next episode, with Stephen Grant being dead and gone. Next episode is going to get back to life, get back Khonshu, go get Marlene, not Marlene, gonna get Layla. And then my prediction now, going forward, I guess, is they're going to just kind of move on and try to move on with their lives, and he's maybe going to, Mark Spector will adopt the name Stephen Grant. Yes, that's what's going to happen. They're going to move on. They're going to try to have a normal life after all this, after they save the day. Mark Spector's going to adopt the name Stephen Grant, and Layla's going to be like, well, I need a new name too, and she's going to adopt the name Marlene. Boom. Prediction. Ha! But about this episode, let's talk about this episode we just watched. They're just basically a lot of learning stuff, but it's all still in the insane asylum of a crazy person in the mind in the afterlife, so maybe none of it's real, but it possibly is. Jewish. He's confirmed Jewish. That's from the comics. That's fine. Randall Spector, his brother, did exist in the comics. He didn't die as a child. Actually, when they were kids, Moon Knight's mom died. Mark Spector's mom died. And that's really all we've ever seen of Mark Spector's mom. I don't believe she was abusive or anything like that. Unnamed mother that died when he was a kid is really all. Like one appearance in a flashback ever. The brother Randall did show up in the Hulk comics years ago as Hatchet Man. He was just this crazy person killing nurses with a hatchet. It was a really good story, but he was killed at the end of that, or so they thought. Turns out he wasn't. He came back years later and ended up being killed by the Punisher, and Moon Knight was like mad about that. But then he was resurrected and came back as the Shadow Knight when he was eventually killed again by Moon Knight this time. So yeah, Randall Spector, real character, did not drown as a kid. Seemed like he had a rough childhood. I can see how a lot of that would be hard to deal with and why you might want to create a different alternate personality with another happier childhood. They mentioned the insane asylum was in Chicago. Moon Knight's from Chicago. That's really about it. I'm curious to see where this is going. There's only one episode left. I don't know how they're going to wrap it up and still get George Clooney in there as Frenchie. Crawley was confirmed, I guess, that the statue man was Crawley. They confirmed his name. He used the name Moon Knight for the first time. Bushman. We got confirmation on Bushman. The whole mercenary thing in Egypt where Bushman wanted to kill all the people and Mark Spector fought back and was killed at the feet of the statue of Khonshu and then was reborn as the Fist of Khonshu. So, I mean, that's cool. That's kind of comic accurate, except he wasn't shot. He was just kind of beat and left out in the desert, so there was no visible wounds or blood, so you couldn't confirm whether or not he was actually dead. Some of the early comic stuff, it was like, did he actually die, or is he just kind of crazy and having hallucinations? But eventually it was like, oh no, he's dead. Just full on inhabited by Khonshu. Really not a lot here for me to speculate on. Maybe I'm missing a bunch of stuff. Maybe I'm not. I'm super excited to see what happens next week. So I gave a couple predictions for how I think the show's going to end. Maybe setting up for season 2 or other appearances in movies. And then I was thinking about this also. Thor 4. The bad guy is Christian Bale playing Gore the God Butcher. And his deal is he's going around killing gods. So I wonder if maybe Moon Knight will pop up there. Will Gore the God Butcher set his sights on some of these Egyptian gods? And Moon Knight could pop up there. And then I also thought maybe Moon Knight will pop up in Black Panther 2 Wakanda Forever. Because there is a tie to Bast, I believe, is like the Panther god, is tied into the Egyptian pantheon of gods, perhaps. Either way, I'm tired. I gotta go to work, and I don't wanna go to work. So, like this video, and subscribe, and whatnot, and I will catch you next week for the stunning finale that I'm sure will be stunning of Moon Knight, and thus with it the finale of Moon Knight Madness.